just celebrating my 4-year wedding anniversary, and at our wedding I sang a Johnny Mathis song, and I feel like singing one on this nice piano. Are you guys up for something a little older than I? This song actually, hands down, a masterpiece. Maybe the most beautiful song ever written, certainly in the 20th century, one of them. I mean, it doesn't get more lovely. And I have a really strong emotional connection to this song because of a couple of things. One of them is that my brother's wife's grandmother, got that? The sister-in-law's grandmother, one day at a Hanukkah party, actually, at her house, said, "Danny, I want to give you something." And she opened up her little cabinet in her home, and it was a stack of sheet music, songs that she had learned as a little girl in the 20s and 30s. And there was an original copy of the song amongst many songs. By the way, I'm not a big believer in like the good old days, and one piece of evidence that there is no such thing as the good old days is that there were a lot of crappy songs in that pile. I mean, you know, people say, "Oh, they don't write songs like that anymore." You're like, well, they write terrible songs now and really good songs now, and they wrote terrible songs then and really good songs then. It's hit and miss. You know, if anybody tells you they know how to write a great song, they're lying, because nobody understands it. It's one mentor of mine called it catching lightning in a bottle. You know, and any great songwriter who sits and sings you, you know, any hit songwriter who sings you 15 hits won't sing you the 1,500 songs or more that you will never hear because you would think less of them. It's a very deliberate choice on their part. So she handed me this stack of sheet music, and I had heard the song only a few times. Louis Armstrong's recording a couple times, but I never learned it, so I learned it off of that piece of sheet music, and ever since then I've thought of Allie. She passed away shortly after that, and I've thought of her ever since that gift. And the other amazing moment is, I haven't done it in a while, partly because it turns out that having a baby is a full-time job, in addition to having a full-time job. I used to sing at Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Los Angeles like once a week for a couple of years. I would dress all in white, I looked like a marshmallow, and put on maybe I look like marshmallow now, it's up to you. I put on a little volunteer badge, and I'd walk the halls of Cedars-Sinai and sing songs for people. It was official, sanctioned. I wasn't like an interloper. And it was too many powerful moments to recount. I mean, just too many special private experiences that you could never describe or explain. Like the Bob Marley song I opened with. That's a little medley that's at the beginning of the album that's on the Grammy ballot that I recorded in honor of Baby Jude. That little medley, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and the Bob Marley song. One of the moments was that I walked into a room and it was a teenager in the hospital bed. Usually elderly people in hospital beds, and this teenager was there with her brother and her parents. And I said, "What would you like to hear?" And they all shouted out at the same time, "Bob Marley!" So I started singing that song and then whatever else I could think of. And as soon as I started, everyone in the family sang along with every word. And at some point I stopped. How do you all know every word to every Bob Marley song? And they said that their Bob Marley Greatest Hits CD had gotten stuck in the car like six months ago. And so therefore it's the only thing the family can listen to for 6 months. But another amazing moment I had was when I walked in, again, an elderly woman was laying in bed, and she looked very dispirited, and then I said, "Would you like to hear a song?" And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Is there anything in particular you'd like to hear?" And she said, "No, whatever you'd like to play." And I started singing this song, and I would get emotional, actually. I'm going to get emotional if I talk about it too much, and this is 10 years ago now, but I could picture her face and everything. And as soon as I started playing this song, her eyes lit up, her hands started moving to the beat, and she started singing along. And when I finished, she said, "Why did you sing that song?" I said, "I don't know, I plucked it out of my head, I don't know." And she said, "My husband and I were married to that song. We danced to Nat King Cole singing that song 60 years ago. every year on our anniversary, we put on Nat King Cole's recording of it and dance to it. And he's been gone 5 years. And she said, every year now, I go to his grave and put on that CD and sing it to him at his grave. And, you know, that's the kind of moment you can't buy, you can't explain, you can't take credit for. So here's the song I sang to that lady that day. And now the purple dusk of twilight time steals across the meadows of my heart. High up in the sky, the little stars climb, always reminding me that we're apart. You wandered down the lane and far away, leaving me a song that will not die. Love is now the stardust of yesterday, the music of the years gone by. Sometimes I wonder why I spent the long night dreaming of a song, the melody haunts my reverie, and I am once again with you. When our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration, but that was long ago. Now my consolation is in the stardust of a song beside a garden wall. When stars are bright, you are in my arms. The nightingale tells his fairy tale of paradise where roses grew. Though I dream in vain, in my heart it will remain my stardust melody, a memory of love's refrain. In my heart it will remain my stardust melody, the memory of love's refrain.